Okay. Hi, Asaf. How are you? Nice to meet you.
Hi, Amit. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
Good. I understand that you're doing some kind of project in at the International Business School.
Yeah, in leadership program right now in the course. So I should choose two interviewers, manager, and I decided to speak with you. So if you can introduce yourself for like 1 minute, and we can continue.
Sure. I'm in management of startup companies for over 25 years. I'm leading a medical company for the last 10 years, and it's an Israeli company that got FDA, and now it's operational in the United States. So I've been leading companies for many years, so I'll try to share what I know with you, but go ahead and shoot questions.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. So I will start with the first question. I will share with you the screen so it will be easier for you to follow the questions.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, so the first question is, what is the relationship between the trust and the joy in organization?
Okay. Basically, trust is the key factor in relationship in organization. Starting in trusting the common goal of the company, and after that, trust in the leadership and in the moral codes of the leadership, and trust that there is a value creation in what the company offers to the marketplace. So basically, the trust in I'm working in an organization that have some kind of value, and I am correlating to it. That's the first trust in my mind. Joy is a tricky factor, as different people see joy differently. I see joy as, in a workplace, kind of a state of mind that derives the self-fulfillment of the part of person that take part in the company. It is in connection with the ability to socialize with people that he or she works in, where trust relationship between them is becoming natural. That means it's not only the level of the organization, it's the social level between people you are working with. So if I'm connecting those two between what we call trust and joy, I would scale the connection, the relationship at about 4 in scale of 5, considering that 5 indicating the highest correlation. Is that what you mean by 5?
Yeah, exactly. This is the high level.
So I would rank it pretty high, 4 out of 5.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. So we will follow to the next one. How do you measure the level of trust within a leader in team or organization, and what the action do you take to improve it?
Okay, I would say the following. The level of trust is measured when there is a pressing task or an unpredicted event that takes place. At that point, the trust level between the team members will determine the outcome, especially if the top management is away. Meaning that, let's say top management is not around, people have to make decisions, they're under pressure, they haven't seen an event like this, and it's the trust that is built there is pretty much will determine how they will come out of the situation. In order to improve it, leadership need to keep transparency with the team. An update team through periodical full meetings to share direction, monthly layer update. Those are examples that there has to be a flow of information within the organization to avoid uncertainty. As long as there is certainty and people are kind of understand where they are, as much as possible, that will keep the level of trust high.
Okay.
I hope I'm answering.
Yeah, you answered correctly. Thank you for that. So the third question is, give me an example of a time when joy played role in establishing trust in team, and what is the result of the performance of the team?
I would say the classic events were when we arrange time, like a half a day for teams activity with food outside of the office. The fun and joy of the team that they have together create bonding, which is the result of enjoying together, getting to know each other much better, which doesn't really happen in the office all the time. And the result of this is a boost in team's motivation and therefore high performance. So it's like cycles. You, from time to time, you have to do that, I believe, as a CEO of a company. And when people are getting the feel that, first of all, the company sees them and understand that piece of need, that joy has to be part of work to a certain extent, or at least occasionally, it builds a higher trust between the people, between the team members, and in the company as an entity.
Got it. Okay. Thank you very much. So the fourth question is, what is necessary for individuals and organizations take to build trust and create an environment that fosters joy and happiness?
What is necessary for individual, again, to take the build, to build? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's true. To build trust and create an environment of for joy and happiness.
If I understand correctly, I think the key to this is the awareness of leadership and acknowledging what is really driving people to do what they're doing. Is it only money? And the answer probably no. So the key to understanding what drives people to work together or to deliver within an organization is understanding that there is correlation, and joy and environment that create happiness is a very important part in getting to get, first of all, people's loyalty, people interest, and motivation to do beyond the minimum that they are required to do. And it goes back to management. So in order to be aware that this is part, beyond giving a person a contract and a monthly paycheck, it's the environment that you create inside. And if you are aware of it, that means that's part of the DNA of the company. So it will enable to sustain people for a longer time and to being able to put challenges to the company that those people in the company will deliver due to the fact that they feel that the environment creates joy and happiness. I think it's very much correlated.
Okay, thank you very much. How can trust help individuals and teams overcome challenge and obstacles, lead to increased joy and satisfaction in the team?
Well, part of this question I think I've answered earlier, because it's all about challenges. Most of us are not living anymore in an environment where you've done the same thing again and again, day in, day out. The business environment today creating challenges which you haven't seen before. That means you can't prepare everybody for any potential event. You can create guidelines, but the reason there is more creation, there's pressure, and the company is growing, let's say, even faster than expected, people will not break under pressure if there's a trust and joy created together, because they feel part of something strong and they want to succeed. But it doesn't come by itself. It came from the fact that you created the DNA and environment that they trust the entity, they trust the people around them, they feel commitment, and they enjoy to see that they are part of what we call value chain. And you don't want to be the piece that breaks the chain itself. And I think that's why having the basic of joy and satisfaction of the team is a key to see that they will not break when the challenge do arrive, and they will arrive.
Okay, I agree. Thank you. And the last question is, what leaders need to create a culture of trust and vulnerability within their teams and organization, and what are the benefits of doing this?
Well, when we are talking about culture, this part of when you ask yourself as a leader, you set up a company and you ask yourself what components are the most important. And like it's, if you look at the production line, it's Q&A. What is the level of quality assurance you required from your own organization? And it goes all over the organization. So everybody knows that they are working according to high standards. In a good parallel to that is the culture itself of trust that are saying, I have to be aware as leaders, and then, the second and third, any level of the organization have to fulfill the same DNA, the same culture, saying, how do we make sure that people are working in a good environment? Because if you are aware today, you're being asked from time to time to give feedback to the people that you are the subordinates, and it's important to give feedback also to the people who are the managers. So everybody is aware that they are kind of being audited on a regular basis to see, are they really fulfilling the culture that the organization have put to itself? Because it's not just saying on a plaque on the wall, that's my DNA. It's the implementation and being able to fulfill that on a daily basis as part of a culture. That's how you can call a culture of trust, being able to be part of the everyday work. And if we're talking vulnerability, it decreases the vulnerability of the company because people are aware that they are creating something strong. It's a strong bonding, and that's the biggest benefit, because companies today, due to high competition, the stronger, let's say, the good will not survive. Only the best ones. That means you have to be excellent in order to survive in a competition. So having those issues within the culture of managers, of the people in the organization, will turn this company into a company that will survive longer. And that's a very important portion of being a company with the right culture.
Okay, it was very nice answers. Thank you very much, and I appreciate your time, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you very much, Asaf.
Sure. Good luck, Amit.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.